If you're an introverted coach struggling to create video content, stick around because I'm going to share some game-changing techniques that will transform your video presence into a powerful personal brand. Let's go. My name is Joe Valle. I'm a personal branding videographer and I'm an introvert just like you. If I had it my way, I would stay in my room for like 8 hours a day, just reading stuff, just left to my own devices. Now, having said that, I know that building a personal brand is important, and I know that interacting with people is important. You know, it's just like how they say, I'm just an introvert. It doesn't mean that I don't like people. It's just that I recharge by being alone. And you're probably just like that. So my first tip, we all know that introvert doesn't mean that you have anxiety, but I still have to cover that because yes, a lot of people still have anxiety. Or if you're the type of introvert who has like a monotone voice like this, and you continue talking, and it's very like boring and not engaging, well, we're going to cover that. In any case, we're going to start small. Start with small goals. With the internet and social media these days, everybody thinks that, oh, you should build something big, you should build something huge. And hey, I have fallen victim to that also, but as you go by, you just realize that that's just not true. It's just better to get that 1% better each time. That is a realistic goal. Each time you record a video. This is a new habit that you're learning. It's not going to be like easy that you're going to pop up and have a presence. It's not going to be like you're going to build a massive YouTube following. We're not going to be focusing on any of that. Just focusing on things that you can control and get those recording practices going on. It's like reps, like exercise. As they say, Rome was not built in a day. We gotta have to practice. We gotta have to get our repetitions. When I started recording videos, it was not like this. I have already 2 YouTube channels. One channel that I had recorded like 30 videos, and now this channel that I have, like with this video, I believe it's going to be 93 videos that I have uploaded. So if you watch my first video from my first channel, I was not good. And I will still say that I have to even practice more with my presence on YouTube. So I'm not done yet. I'm still doing my push-ups here. So just start with small videos, just press record without any expectation and just go from there. As they say, having high expectation is the killer of joy, and we must have fun doing this process. Speaking of breaking things down into small goals, focus on more building systems rather than goals. I have read this in so many popular books, most recently in Atomic Habits. Yes, your goal is to record videos, to be a YouTuber with 10,000 or more subscribers. That's the goal. But if you build a system, it's going to be much better to follow through, and it's going to achieve the same results anyway. So rather than focus on the goal, focus on the system. And the system will be, I'm going to record a video every Saturday at 9 a.m. and I'm just going to do that until I get 1% better. That's going to be a theme on this video, the 1% better thing. That is the system. Oh, I want to be a great baker. Yes, I want to make chocolate cake. I don't know why I'm using that example, but hear me out. So rather than focusing on baking the sweetest cake, the most awesome cake ever, focuses on following the recipe. Follow the recipe that's going to take you to that awesome cake that you're going to bake. You see where I'm going with this? The next point, I'm sure, is going to be a hit with you guys, because us introverts just love having strong opinions. Hey, if you just want to be more expressive, then have some strong opinions ready. Have some strong rants that will benefit the viewer. If the rant doesn't benefit the viewer, you're just ranting just for ranting, you know, then who cares at that point? But if your rant points to the viewer to a perspective that they have never heard before, that may be a solution to your problems, rant away, baby. Rant away. Having a strong opinion and just say it in a rant is just going to show how passionate you are, and the camera is going to capture that, and it's going to ignite a fire on your audience. They will see a perspective that they have not heard before, and if that perspective gives them a solution for their problems, magic is going to happen. If you've been enjoying this video so far, click a like. It's going to help a lot the channel grow, and if you can, subscribe as well. The third point is to focus on giving value. If we focus on giving value, we are getting out of our own way. We are just focusing on the audience. You're focusing on your ideal target audience. And that does a thing, because if you just really care about solving that problem for that other person who's just watching you on your side, you're just thinking on the best material that you can give them. As an example, I have already re-recorded this video a few times, and I didn't like what I was getting. I made a few errors and stuff like that. And since this topic is like more important than most topics, not that I'm not present on my own videos, and the only reason is that I'm trying to make the best video possible for you guys, because you know, I'm part of you, you know, you're like my tribe, you're like my whole gang, we ride or die together, right? So a funny thing happens when you're just focusing on the other person, you're less focused on yourself. You spend less time on thinking what people are going to think about you, which also, hint, it doesn't matter. Everybody's thinking about themselves. The other thing is that, hey, most things, they just don't matter as much as you think. Let's be honest with ourselves. You know that the majority of things that we think of that are problems are not really problems. You're just trying to either delay, or you're just using perfectionism to slow you down. Deep down, you know that that's a fear actually that you have. Because you're thinking about you, you're not thinking about that person, right? And that person on the other side of the camera needs to hear that message now. They cannot wait until you get all your ducks in a row to deliver that message. Just focus again on being 1% better. That's all that matters. That's all the progress that matters. Be 1% better on every video. But maybe you had a fear or failure problem. Maybe it's not an introvert problem at all. Hey, I've been there. And the thing is that we need to talk more about failure. On this next video, I talk about failures that I had. But watch this video so maybe you feel better about yourself. And remember to always enjoy the process in your journey.